Alrighty, hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate your beautiful faces. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday. We are going to hop back in and pick up where we left off on our Baldur's Gate 3 run. Had a lot of stuff happen yesterday, so if you missed the stream, don't you worry. I've got a fresh recap coming up for you as soon as we load in. Yes, we robbed a bank. Spent an hour and a half robbing the bank. Robbed the bank, killed the wizard, Zentarum, and more. Wow, we did so much stuff. Biggest tragedy in the game is 5 instruments and 44 party members. You know, I did notice that. There was 5 different instruments, and I was like, how are you ever supposed to perform all 5? But I've seen clips of people on YouTube and whatnot with 5-person bard bands. So I don't know if they're like modding the game to allow an additional party member, or maybe there's an NPC that'll play if you get near him or something. Oh, right. We left off in the wizard tower. Okay. All right. Here we go, chat. The recap for you. We managed to track down Minsk, who was going by the alias the Stone Lord, because apparently he'd been turned into stone, which explains how he's still alive 100 years later after the events of Baldur's Gate 2. They pulled a Han Solo. They froze him in stone, but he was rescued, took on the alias the Stone Lord, and has been manipulated into assisting the bad guys, basically, because they had a shapeshifter take on the form of Jaheira, and Minsk just basically does whatever Jaheira tells him to. So they've had this fake Jaheira using him as their muscle. We killed the fake Jaheira, we rescued Minsk, we got him on our team. We went back and retrieved the stolen gold, took it back to the bank, and then for some reason the bankers didn't care at all as I ran around and looted all of their vaults, so we basically took everything. Then after that was all done, we came here and visited Sorceress Sundries and the Tower of Leroican, the magical stronghold of the city. We found this epic robe for Gale and this like staff of the Archmage, so we upgraded like Gale to, he's ascended to his final form of Giga Wizard. We killed Leroican, who in turn was trying to get his hands on Night Song, aka Dame Aelin. He wanted to enslave her in a little magic circle, exactly the way she'd already been enslaved once when we rescued her. How she'd been held captive by Balthazar, and they were using her to like basically drain the immortality out of her and empower themselves. This wizard Leroican wanted to do the same thing, like put her right back in captivity and then find a way to siphon off her immortality and empower himself with it. She wasn't too thrilled with the idea, so we killed him. And now we're in his tower looting it. That was his staff, actually, I believe, that we took, and his robe. So basically we killed the evil wizard, and we're yoinking all of his stuff now. However, after the fight, Dame Aelin was not feeling so well, and she actually started to look kind of human. So we don't know yet what that means. I was theorizing that perhaps she had a paladin oath or something like that, and by killing him she broke it, maybe? Hard to say. Not sure exactly what happened, but we'll figure that out later. What else? Right, we went to the thieves' hideout as a result of that bank heist, and we found a showdown between the Zentarum agents, led by Roa, of all people, who you meet early in the game, thinking she's a harmless little vendor. Turns out she's actually in deep with the Zentarum, which is like a mercenary underground group and they were having a showdown with the Thieves Guild, and it kind of forced me to choose. It was like, you're going to side with one or the other. So I had to choose between Roa or the Thieves Guild with 9 fingers was the name of the lady that ran the Thieves Guild. So we chose Roa, and we helped the Zentarim overthrow and kill the Thieves Guild. So if I go now to the Thieves Guild, it's instead controlled by Zentarim agents. And I think that about summarizes it. Was the date with Karlach yesterday, or was that the day before? We went on our official, like, first date with Karlach. Oh, right. We hit max level, and rather than maximizing my damage, I chose something more important.
Attention!
I don't regret it one bit. Yeah, I could have optimized our damage output a little further. Or I could have picked up like Heavy Armor Master to make myself even harder to kill. I'd rather play a duet with Karlach than maximize my damage any further. And I think that's about it.
How much farther can I go?
So now we're continuing to explore the Wizard Tower of Loroakan. Oh yeah, there was like a... Where was it? There was like an item that seemed to be glitched, like a security system. I don't know if we can actually get it. Basement key. Nice. What'd we get?
What's hiding here?
Different key?
Let us show them how it's done. Better than kicking it down.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't slow down.
Something over there.
A button. Nice. I'm scared to click it. Well, yeah, I mean, it's glitched. It's definitely glitched in the sense that it's firing a disintegrate ray at me that somehow isn't hitting. So something's not working. 2 wands, 1 staff, 14 rings. Who's Amber Layman? I don't know who this is. Graydell Haverfoss. Yeah, I don't know who these people are. Ooh, detect thoughts. Can Gale learn this?
Yes?
Oh, he already has it. Never mind. He already has it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
It's a shame that he can't take detect thoughts and put it on me instead.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
Scroll of Sunbeam. Okay, now I think that portal will just take us back out to the exit, so before we do that, we gotta check over here, because we haven't been this way yet. There's even more locked chests. So many potions.
Work to be done. Work to be done. A harper must sometimes invite herself in.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Hearthlight bomb. I don't think I've ever used a hearthlight bomb. I'm not even sure what they do.
Over, then through.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Trespassers will be disintegrated, huh?
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Each door named after a wizard of renown. The annals must be behind Cast's door.
Elminster. Silverhand. Karsus. Oh boy.
How high?
All right, Jaheira, don't get incinerated. Yeah, we'll just go from left to right. Oh, they're easy. Okay.
Looking ahead.
Okay. Oh man, this is exciting. Oh man, I have to not only... Lockpicking impossible? For some reason, it doesn't let me examine the door.
Yes?
I guess you have to use the knock spell to get through. Gale's running out of spells too, but I think you should have enough for knock, right?
What to
Okay.
do? Should mind my step.
I'm kind of scared, chat. What if there's magic items in here that defend themselves? What if they're rigged to blow? Ooh. Resistance to psychic. Pyro Quickness Hat. When you deal fire damage with a leveled spell, you burn yourself and gain an additional bonus action this round. Huh. So you can cast Fireball, which gives you an extra bonus action. Then you could do Quickened Spell Fireball. Then you could do Quickened Spell Fireball. Then you could do Quickened Spell Fireball. Hold on, this... Would this chain react and lets you do infinite fireballs? We have to test this. If you're a sorcerer who can cast on a bonus action, does it just keep giving you additional bonus actions?
Well, well, well.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
It has to be tested. Yeah, it has to be tested right now. I have to know. I have to know if we found the Hat of Infinite Fireball.
Don't burn yourself.
Don't burn yourself. She knows what's coming. She knows what is coming. Here. Let's see the cute hat. All right, we can't see it because she's in camp. It's showing camp clothes. Okay, here we go. So, turn base. Oh, it said when you cause fire damage, so she has to hit something. Extra bonus action. Okay. Quickened spell. I could test it with burning. I can test it with burning hands. There we go. Extra bonus action. Quicken spell. No. Sag. Wait, she did a fireball then a burning hands. So where's the extra bonus action? What was the first bonus action? Chad, what was my second bonus action? Her main action was fireball. Her bonus action was burning hands. What was the second one? It didn't seem to work. At the very least, she should be able to, like, triple fireball with this hat. I totally understand if it's not going to let me infinite fireball, like it keeps it from stacking, but she should be able to triple fireball. Action, bonus action, extra bonus action, right? Consumed both for some reason. Huh. It's glitched. Maybe she needs to do the first quickened spell. Counter cheese mechanics. I know, right? Why won't they just let me cheese to my heart's content?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
One more go at this. Okay, so she has one action and one bonus action. So let's use Quicken Spell to make Burning Hands into a bonus action. There, now she gets the extra bonus action. Now she could also throw a fireball.
Hey! Could you please redirect your not
And a
so
Quicken
friendly
Spell.
fire?
Wait, okay, that took my action and bonus action, so it's bugged. It's not working properly. Maybe she'd have to, like... maybe she'd have to... do the quicken spell first, then do the second quicken spell, then cast the regular spell? It's definitely bugged, though. Quicken spell is a bonus action. No, it's not. Quicken spell enables you to turn a different spell into a bonus action. Quicken spell itself is not a bonus action. If it were, then you'd be unusable mechanically. That'd be like saying, spend your turn to gain an extra turn. You know? Does that make sense? If you spend your turn to gain a turn, then you just break even and it does nothing, right? So quicken spell can't cost a bonus action since it's trying to use your bonus action.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, chain. Okay, this is the last test. This is the last one, chat, and then we'll continue.
Soldier.
There we go. So the only way to make this work then would be...
Welcome to my world. Fucking laser sights.
Quicken spell. Burning Hands. So she's used her bonus action. Quicken spell again. Another Burning Hands.
Ow!
Then full
We'll
action.
just consider that an accident then, shall we?
Turn this off. And then a fireball. Yeah, you can triple. We can triple cast with this hat. That's pretty dirty. You can triple cast with it, but you have to use your quickens before your normal one or it glitches out. But that is pretty spicy. And you could cast haste on yourself beforehand. So she could quad fireball. If she's hasted, she can just walk up, fireball, fire. Yeah, freaking quad fireball. Or if she's using sunbeam, oh my goodness, chat, she could quad sunbeam. Do the Dragon Ball Z build, flying around, going boom, 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 4 times per turn. Granted, she would run out of sorcery points very quickly. She would gas herself out in like 2 turns doing that, but still. Oh yeah, you're right. It did say fire damage. So it would have to be like 1 fireball and then 3 sunbeams or something like that. That's actually gross.
Give up now.
But
Making me sweat.
I do think this other hat that gives her the bonus to charisma is probably better to keep on in general.
All right. What now?
No one expects the quad fireball strat. Yeah, if you're ever in a situation where you really absolutely need the boss to die right now or everybody's gonna die, that's one way to do it. Which seems to happen more often if you're playing like tabletop, because with a video game like this, you can just always reload your save if a fight doesn't go your way. But if you're playing tabletop and everybody's about to die, sometimes you get into situations where you really need that boss to die immediately.
Let's see.
Or some monster that is a huge threat needs to die right now to save the day. So having like an all-in maneuver like that you can do. Uh-oh. Oh, she can just try again. Okay. There we go.
And these things have stayed interesting.
I just noticed we're running out of thieves' tools and disarms. Probably because we used so many of them during the bank vault heist thing. The Tharsheet Codex. The Necromancy of Day. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text. Oh, is this for that necromancy book I've been carrying for the entire game? Your constitution score is reduced by 5 while cursed by the Thresheet Codex Warped Arcana. Right, but does that mean that I can read this book finally? Maybe I should have Gale doing this.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the Codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
Unholy power. I don't think Crusoe would do it then. If he can sense that it feels evil, he would say no. However, we know that Gale is willing to bend the rules a little bit.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
We know that Gale will happily bend the rules. Can he not get this curse, or is it just like only the first person that reads it?
The book refuses to open. For you, at least.
Oh.
Let's move.
Only one person can do it, huh? Yeah, I guess it has to be me. Oh, man. I feel like it's like kind of out of character for my guy to do it, but I just want to see what it does.
The book radiates power. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it. As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will. By your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
So did we... Oh, is this it? Level 5 Necromancy. Create 6 ghouls that fight alongside you. Dance Macabre. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep it. I don't think we'll ever actually use it. I feel like keeping things in character for our good aligned hero. Once he realizes what this power is, I think he would refuse to use it except in the most dire circumstances. I'm not sure how strong... Oh wait, Ghoul, level 1. 44 health, 14 AC. They're not incredibly strong, but, you know, 6 of them. Having a miniature army is pretty strong.
This ought to be good.
Still breathing.
In this game, wizards can get remove curse, right? Let's see. I see bestow curse. Maybe I need a cleric to remove it.
Time to rest.
Nasty surprise.
Be cautious.
Hotfoot,
Caution
place
is
is
warranted
trapped.
here.
Okay. Illusion, abjuration, evocation, transmutation. But how do you get back out? Where's the exit?
No one's stopped me yet. Quite ready for you.
Wild, demon, shadow, silver. Uh-oh.
Most excellent.
Fine. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Excuse me. Leaving. So many traps. Where did he go? I sent him to abjuration, right?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Stop stepping on traps even after you see them. I love when they spot traps and step on them anyway.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus Vault.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Did I just like accidentally guess my way to the end of this puzzle? Because we were trying to get into the Carsus Vault. Illusion, abjuration, evocation. What am I taking damage from now? Oh, the Carsus Vault door is open now. Okay. That was the Elminster door. Back to the Silverhand door. Abjuration. So Shadow, this is the one that just sent us back out to the main entrance again, right? What is in Demon? Demon also just sends you right back out. Okay. Why am I taking damage? I don't even know what's hurting me. Abjuration. That was Demon just took us out. Shadow took us out. What about Wild? Wild. So they all just take you back out except... except silver. You have to go silver hand, then abjuration, then the silver door. Okay, let's try evocation. Second wind. Where's this void cloud? How am I stepping in a void cloud? Oh, is it in this room? Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. Okay, do I have some crap I can use to cover this? Here, I have a freaking jar of water. Let's put that on there. There. Will that do it? Okay, there we go. That should stop us eating damage. Where'd my HP go? Reading that book reduced my constitution by 5, which in turn means I lost 2 HP per level? And we're level 12, so yeah, 24. And we lost 24 max HP until I get a remove curse going. We can deal with that later, though. Let's see what's in here. Gate, vulnerability, foresight, wish. These are like all super high level spells, but this is the evocation door, right? None of those are evocation spells.
Carefully. There's a trap.
Okay, excuse me. Foresight takes us right back here. I wonder if there was like a book here that tells you exactly which of these you're supposed to go through to get to the end. Location again. Which one did I go to? I went to Gate. Oh, I went to Foresight. I wish.
Step carefully.
But I already went into the Elminster Vault.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
But I already did that. So confused? Oh, if you didn't have knock. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Need to find a way forward.
Okay, so we cleared evocation, we did abjuration. Oh my goodness. This constant random damage from things you can't see is very annoying here. Illusion just takes you right. So basically each room has like a door that brings you forward, a door that brings you backward. Illusion, evocation, abjuration, transmutation. I didn't look in this one yet. And that just takes us back out front again. Okay. All right. Regroup, everybody. Let's get out of here.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
So the Silverhand vault isn't even really a vault. So much as it's just a puzzle.
Have to keep going.
Okay. Ooh, a +1 glaive. Take all those scrolls. There's the item we came for, Annals of Karsus, right there. So many spell scrolls. Great sword +1. It's a snazzy looking sword. Some of these swords look so cool. But none of them are like actually better than the hammer I'm using. Yeah, not this one either. Yo, this one, the head of this halberd is a face, it looks like. Look, eyes and teeth. Pretty neat looking halberd. Oh! Do we finally have an upgrade? The Foe Breaker. This weapon ignores bludgeoning resistance. +2 enchant. Tenacity. I think the Corpse Grinder is still better, but this could be good if we run into an enemy that has bludgeon resistance for whatever reason. Question is, does it look any different than this one? This one doesn't glow like the other one does. Sure looks pretty sick. I don't know why the image is upside down. That's a cool looking hammer. I probably just need to pull this one out whenever I'm fighting an enemy that I know has resistance, but in every other scenario, the other hammer is better. Oh yeah, I wonder if it could be used to break down that door we saw that was taking 0 damage. Ignore that resistance. Okay, let's take a look at the thing we're here for. Scroll of Dethrone? Shred a foe's very essence by pulling on strands of the weave. 10d6 plus 20 necrotic. Huh. This is just like disintegrate, but worse? This is just a worse disintegrate. Magus be warned. There's a great paradox among our kind who so value the art of learning that we believe ourselves ever cannier than the ones who came before. Envy is the disease of the artist, hubris that of the wizard. The closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra and devised a plan to make myself her equal. I would pluck a strand of weave and contain with it in an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. How regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantly and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as testimony. Was that Karsus himself that left that warning? There it is.
Your desire.
Gail, you read. There's the book you wanted. Take a look. My great spell of transcendence is mine alone, not to be committed to ink and parchment, but I've also forged 3 supreme enchanted items that are the physical embodiments of my wizardry, and of them I shall make record. There's a crown, an orb, and a scepter, each nigh alive with its own power and purpose, and I call these the regalia of Karsus. The crown, to attract and absorb magical knowledge, give the wearer dominion over himself, but he remains his own entity apart from the weave. The orb, a storage device or battery that condenses mystic power, ever gathering so that it must be siphoned of its excess. And the scepter, an instrument of projection, a focusing utensil for precise wielding of unimaginably vast force. Know of these items you must, for if I fail to achieve immortality, they will persist and, dare I say, live on beyond me.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Karsus himself. Designs for the crown he hoped to forge, and the new form of magic he planned to create with it. It seems Raphael was telling you the truth. The crown you saw atop the Elder Brain is indeed of Karsus's making. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Karsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god.
Gale, are you okay, buddy? Broken artifacts of a failed god, the crown should be destroyed before it causes any more damage. You always like the idea of being worshipped, adored, and obeyed. Better not to get ahead of myself. Crown is still out of reach for now.
Between you and the crown, there's the small matter of the Elder Brain to contend with. For now, whatever designs of your own with regards to the crown will have to wait. But not for long. It will be in your hands soon enough, and you have quite the decision to make.
Okay. Scroll of Dethroned. Did I not already pick one of those up? Did it just give me a second one?
Shouldn't have wished to live more interesting times.
You have my attention.
Yeah, we got 2 of them.
Let's get going.
Okay, well, I guess we're done here. Reforge the crown. Reforge the crown feels like a piece of the main quest. So I guess Gale's personal quest ties into the main quest as well? Yeah, I just noticed it's level 5. It's basically Disintegrate, but with slightly less damage. And it's a con save instead of a dex save, which generally is not as good. Gonna go ahead and borrow all these weapons. Okay, I guess we're done here. This just falls. Yeah, I suppose that means we're finished. I forget, what did we get out of that book?
Let's move.
Wow, it brought us up to this office?
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Sorry. Does that mean I can't go back? I could just go this way. Oh, she's still here. I am curious what has happened to her. She was clearly not well. Oh boy. Okay, I thought he was gonna fall to his death. Dude, he could just jump this far all the time now? That's not even with the jump spell. That's just... That's actually cracked. Weave button, weave button. Did I ever walk around and hit all these weave buttons as well? Oh wait, that's the one that says security. We don't press that. Vaults. Clean up. Below.
Below.
Right, yeah, there was the small matter of this little, whatever this is. And it was what, an int check? It's still doing this thing where it fires the thing at me. Do I have to like get a hireling and come back with a hireling to get this? Might have to. I don't know how else I'm gonna get it open. It was an Arcana check. I'm gonna have to go back to camp, hire a hireling wizard, specifically spec'd to open this, and then bring him here. One button out on balcony. What, you mean one of these? Gosh, we have so much. So much jewelry, it's unreal. I need to go back to camp and drop off a bunch of junk anyway.
Let me guess, you need something.
All right, what now? Moving ahead.
He got fiend zoned. Nice.
I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to...
Yeah, you're... You know, it's funny. If you were anybody else, I'd say you're looking better. But I don't think she's supposed to look
What's
human.
inside?
Go to camp. Okay, we've picked up so much stuff here. I don't think I have any reason to keep all of these letters anymore either. Let's sell these off. I wish there was a hotkey. I could save so much time. Does anybody know a hotkey where I can just click something and make it aware? No, I've tried like alt right click, alt left click, shift right click, shift left click. If I could just add all of these with one click, it would save so much time. Left alt. Doesn't seem to do anything. Control alt. Hold left alt and right click. No. Let's see. Okay. That's mostly it.
What's the story?
And these things have stayed interesting.
Okay, here we go. Gale. You're gonna stay here temporarily, okay?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Stay here.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in the meantime.
Yep, you'll be right there.
On my way.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Very well.
Gonna hire somebody. Choose. Okay, I'm choosing. I'm choosing. Calm down, buddy. I have a wizard. Is this a wizard? A rock gnome wizard. You're hired.
Looking ahead.
Okay. Choose. Whatever. Take whichever spells. Featherfall is great. Sure. Sir Fuzzalump. What a name. Come, Sir Fuzzalump. Huh. You know, I forgot to check to see if he had proficiency in Arcana by default. I would assume he has Arcana proficiency, right? True, we could bring along enhanced ability so we can give him self-advantage, right? I don't even see enhanced ability on here. Maybe he has to learn it from a scroll? Or maybe he already knows it by default? I mean, he's not going to do any fighting, so I'm just like picking random skills. It doesn't matter. Oh, I could give him lucky. Yeah, he already has Arcana. Int. Dex. Anybody know why I don't get the talk option for Zral and Moonrise? And she adds some of her items to the quartermaster shop. I believe she only gets that if you pass a persuasion check to tell her that she should be helping you on your mission. You have to say like... You have to say something along the lines of, shouldn't you be helping us? Or if this is so important, why don't you give us a hand or something like that. Now, here's the real trick, chat. For the 12th level, we don't take another level in Wizard. We multi-class. We make him a rogue with his last level. And then he takes his expertise ability and he puts his expertise in Arcana. Boom. Okay. Arcana expertise. Might as well also give him investigation expertise as well. You never know. Because rogues get to choose 2 skills. Why won't it let me? Oh, he gets a base skill as well. Okay, so Arcana, investigate, and sure, sleight of hand. Athletics, why not? There you go. Done. Rogues get to choose a skill or two skills to be phenomenal at, called expertise. and we just put his expertise into Arcana and Investigation. I don't know where his expertise in history is coming from, but now he's got a plus 13 on Arcana. Now we go back, and we have him check this trap. All right, hireling.
Best be on my way.
We paid you your 100 gold. Get down there and get the thing open. You have one purpose in this world. It's to open that crate. Or open that trap. Where's the one that says below? Here it is. Okay. There's a plus 13. I should have Karlak. Can I back out? Can I say never mind? Oh, it's too late. Can I swap characters? No, I can't swap to Karlak. It won't let me out. No. All right, whatever. Roll it, YOLO. Thank goodness. All right, he got it. Easy. This hireling is worth his weight in gold. We got Marco Heshkir. Legendary quarterstaff. A +1 bonus to spell save DCs and attack rolls. Alleviate the arcane burden of spellcasting with the power of the staff. The next spell costs no spell slot. What? I assume that's like a once per long rest. +2 enchant. Comes with a spell. Imbue yourself with elemental energy. Okay, it was definitely worth the definitely worth the 100 gold we paid this guy to get this thing. That's a legendary mage staff. Okay, now bring it back.
Here we go. Hope this ends well.
All right, mission accomplished. There's your stick.
No time to rest. What path lies before me?
All right, good job, buddy.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt.
Okay, wait here.
Thou art the master, so it shall be.
I guess they just stand here by withers. All right, Gale, we brought in a specialist to get that thing open.
What's on your mind?
Come on.
With pleasure.
Okay, now with Gale back. So Gale was using Despair of Athkatla. +1 bonus to spell saves and attack rolls. And I think that's just about it. So this thing is definitely better. Spell saves, attack rolls, and then this thing comes with the free spell slot and the whatever Kareska's thing is. Cantrips deal damage equal to your charisma modifier. And your cantrips. Here, why don't you put that on? Wait, come here. That's on there. Put that guidance thing on. She takes this. Now she has 2 different things that buff her cantrip, so her firebolt should hit like a truck. He can take the guidance thing. And Marco Ashgir. And then this thing, Despairbath Katla. What is she using? She's using this blessing staff. We haven't needed that in ages. Now she takes this. There. Alright. Now all my spellcasters are freaking jacked. All the better to simply cast haste on me with. I outfit them with all this endgame mage stuff, but at the end of the day, they're just going to cast haste on me so I can smack things with a hammer. You know, I just realized I need to bring Jaheira back, or not Jaheira. I need to bring
sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other.
Stay here.
You're sure?
I'm sure. Stay here.
Later then.
Okay, and then I need to get Shadowheart to cast Remove Curse to get this crap off me. Hello.
I have a lot on my mind.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. All right, some.
Okay, now you join me
And blades always sharp.
just long enough to cast Remove Curse. Oh. Now I have 20 temp HP. What? So you remove the curse and it turns into a buff? That's interesting.
Let's get going.
I wasn't expecting it. If you're sure. Fine.
Quit doing that squinty eyebrow raised thing at me. What does Kareska's favor? Failed and didn't reroll and can only make 1 attempt. You can have each of your party members make 1 attempt. But I actually had all 4 of my party members attempted and they all 4 failed. So I went and I hired a hireling and I literally spec'd him to open it for me. It had +1 to your spell saves.
But whatever your feelings on Nine Fingers, whatever mine, I cannot see how we serve the city by putting the Zentarim in her place.
Oh. I didn't see the first half of whatever you said. Let me read that back. Trade. Wait, you can swap stuff without moving them in and out of your party, or can you? You're right, you do have no right to question me. Dialogue history. I asked for your help, set us on course for what happened at the guild hall, so perhaps I have no right to question. Whatever your feelings on Nine Fingers, whatever mine, I can't see how we serve the city by putting the Zentarim in her place. See. I know she was your friend, but the city's better off without her. Zentarim follow gold. Are you forgetting she wanted Minsk dead? You're right. Are you forgetting she wanted Minx dead?
That instinct is what allowed our alliance to endure so long as it did. That she could place her personal feelings aside and do what she thought best for the city. So it seems I must honor that and do the same. But mark my words. When the Absolute is finished, when all of this is done, the city will feel her loss.
It's weird that she's getting upset about this when the dialogue up to this point gave me zero hint that like she liked her at all. They seemed antagonistic toward each other, like they had a kind of a hostile relationship. So it's weird that Jaheira's mad about her being gone, given that it seemed like they really intensely disliked each other. Whatever.
As you wish.
Quit whining, get back in the party. If you had an objection to me killing her, you should have said it beforehand instead of waiting till afterwards and then pulling a 180. Okay, let me catch up on resubs before we go any further here. Rathworth, thank you for the 39 months. Al Simmons, thanks for the 49. Arendelle the Mariner, thank you for the 44. Clinical APC, thank you for the 10 months. Ven Riot, thank you for the 42. Phoenix Flame, thanks for the 38. Our Jordan Savior, thanks for the 43. Love Guru, thanks for the 91. Chaos Maxima, thanks for the 26. And Simic Necromancer, thank you for the 42. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate the resubs. Felt like a friendly rivalry. There was nothing friendly about it from what I could see. She was gonna go kill Minsk. And then I'm sure this is fine. Listen, man. If this is about me killing the other wizard and then robbing your tower, can we? Maybe if we ignore him, he'll go away. Maybe if we ignore him, just ignore him long enough, and he'll go away. I totally didn't rob the wizard tower blind. Cac W. Pay no attention to all the scrolls and artifacts in my inventory. All right, fine. We'll face the music. What do you want, Elminster? Listen, man. I'll put it back. Don't, like, turn us into a toad or something.
No time to talk, I'm afraid. Expecting someone.
Oh, really?
I applaud your taste.
Is he expecting Gale? Question mark? Oh, to answer your question, here's the item.
Well,
here it is. +1 to spell saves and attack rolls. The next spell you cast doesn't cost a spell slot. I assume that's like once per long rest. And then it comes with this spell that says imbue yourself with elemental energy from the draconic goddess. But it doesn't actually say exactly what that means. Oh wait, is it down here? Kareska's favor. Oh, it comes back on a short rest even. So the free spell is once per long rest. The Kareska thing is once per short rest. Embrace Kareska's flame to gain resistance to fire. Your fire spells deal additional fire damage equal to your proficiency bonus. While attuned, you gain fireball and wall of fire. Resistance. So basically, it looks like you get to choose an element, gain resistance to it, and then pick up a couple of spells connected to it. Like this one gives you Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt. This one gives you Cone of Cold and Ice Storm. That's a pretty neat effect. Shatter and Destructive Wave. I didn't even know Destructive Wave was in the game. Haven't seen it till now. But I guess if you use Bone Shaking Thunder, you can get Destructive Wave. This is like when Vegeta freaking self-destructs himself to take out Boo in Dragon Ball Z. You just like scream and this wave goes out and blows everything up in every direction. Let's see. Cloud Kill and Ray of Sickness, resistance to poison. Noxious Fumes. Comes with Cloud Kill and Ray of Sickness. Poison damage. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Oh, Tempest Clerics get it. Gotcha. Well, now we get it too. I can't help but wonder if I gave this to Karlach. Because Karlach has this like necklace that buffs her cantrips. And then we also gave her the robe that buffs her cantrips.
Let me work my magic.
So if I gave her this effect... for fire... it would add her proficiency to the fire as well. Her firebolt would be hitting for like 40 damage at this point with all these extra bonuses. All right, let's see what Elminster has to say. Whoa.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm Just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of Emporium's sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
That's weird that you made me call Gale over here just so that I could answer your questions. We found the annals of Karsus. You don't seem at all surprised to see Gale alive and well. Nothing in particular, charms and potions. We know how Karsus made his crown, and Gale's going to reforge it. What if you don't have Gale with you? Does this option just disappear? Or maybe Elminster would do it for you. It'd be like, we know how to make the crown and we need you to reforge it. Let's see. Hey, you don't seem surprised to see Gale alive.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Oh, what? We get to meet the actual god of magic? You should meet her, Gale. Maybe she can help us. I think she'll be willing to hear him out. She's done him enough harm. Sounds good. Gale can tell her exactly what's coming when we get our hands on the crown. Yeah, maybe she'll help us, but I mean, last time her quote help was telling Gale to freaking kamikaze himself into it.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Well, dang, I keep forgetting Gale is the protagonist and I'm just here to be his bodyguard. All right. Fine. We'll go say hi to Mistra.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Never wanted the easy part.
Welcome to my world. Fucking
When I click this, is it like showing me all the rings that everybody's carrying? It must be. Gosh, she's carrying so much crap as well. +2 short sword. I don't even remember picking this up.
stop me yet.
Okay.
Whatever it takes.
Who's wearing a ring of jumping? Oh, she is. Okay.
Still breathing, despite
All right, let's carry on with it now.
Another step forward.
All right, sorry, chat. The inventory was getting so out of control, I had to stop and put things back in order again.
Go for a good meal.
Oh, can she only cast jump on herself with that ring? Bruh.
Still alive, so that's progress.
That is less useful. I thought it would just allow her to cast jump. I guess it only allows her to cast it on herself.
Light on my feet. We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Yeah, she can. Jaheira can go without a shield and use that like fencing rapier thing that we found. However, she is spec'd for sharpshooter, like archery damage. So she would still end up doing less damage.
Don't waste a step.
Okay, chat. You've seen how far Crusoe can jump without needing any kind of magic. So let's see how far he can jump with the spell on. Are you ready? I don't think you can possibly jump any further than this. Here we go. The Great Jumping Trial. Whee! Gosh, dang son. Hulk jump. Hulk jump. He just casually jumped to the moon. Okay.
Time to get going.
We take a short rest because we did get beat up while we were down there in that vault. And then we get out of here. Oh, what's up?
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
You are really hung up on her, aren't you? What do you think she wants to say? She's scared of you. How could she possibly know we read a book? Are you sure you want to go to her? She might punish you.
I think Elminster's last message was the one carrying the punishment. And respectfully declined it. I think she's willing to negotiate. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
I hope you're right.
After you.
I hope you're right. I hope she's not just gonna cast Disintegrate on you at 9th level. We're gonna walk in and she's gonna be like, I cast Wish and delete you from existence.
Yeah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
All right, well, let's go say hi. Stormshore Armory. Is this the tabernacle over here? Okay. I feel like, oh, you know what we should do? I don't want to use up all my camp supplies because I'm running out of supplies, but I feel like we've completed like 3 quests all at once. So we need to take a rest just to progress time so the game will play cutscenes or whatever. Because I imagine by now there's a whole bunch of things going to happen at the end of the day with all the quests that we finished. So we'll just do this. We'll do go to bed. We won't even bother spending supplies. We'll just do partial rest. just to advance time. Because there's probably a whole bunch of
You
cutscenes.
sleep, but the wicked don't.
The wicked
Someone
don't.
is here to disturb your rest.
Is this because we killed the wizard? Oh, wait, what is this?
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
Okay. Get away. What does Cazador want? How'd you find us? Take him if you want, but keep it down. I'm trying to rest. Yeah, just take him. Just take him. Just let me sleep. Yeah, what does he want?
The right. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Why should we let Cazador have all the fun? After all he's done to us. Vengeance will taste sweet paired with ascension. You think he's ever kept a promise? He will never let us be free. You'll know that. After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead.
Astarion has the strength to defeat Cazador. We should stand together. We are gonna kill him and anything that gets in the way. Oh, I'm wearing that hat that gives me persuasion advantage. I'd kind of rather just threaten them away. But who knows, maybe they can be helped. Oh, I think we hit it right on the money. Right on the money.
He is different. Stronger. Fire in his eyes. Maybe he could take Cazador's place. Maybe he could free us.
Perhaps we can get back at Cazador and finish the ritual. The 7 can unite and... The bonds hold. He owns us. We have no choice. We must obey. Get out of here, Astarion, before...
That's kind of rigged. That is kind of rigged. You pass the persuade roll and it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Astarion's in the fight. Okay, he's level 9. He should be okay. He's not leveled up all the way like the rest of the party is. All right, well, that one's been deleted. Who's next? Are we out of shots finally? I guess we're out of shots. Of course he's gonna run in. Okay, good. Stay back. I wonder what happens if you get to this part and you haven't used Astarion at all, so he's only like level 1 or something. You just walk up and get one tapped. Yeah, these guys are asking for a fireball, aren't they? I could do quicken spell and do another fireball. Let's not go too overboard, though. Managed to keep him alive barely. I wonder if he can die permanently in this scene, or get... Maybe if they take him to 0 health, they kidnap him? That would make sense. I kind of want to try this destructive wave. Oh, that was his whole action, though, to do that. We'll have to wait till next turn to try it.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
If there is a next turn, because I'm about to obliterate some faces. Oh, this guy got thrown off balance. Okay, well. Sorry about your face.
What do I have to lose?
Okay, let's turn this off. Now hit him. Okay.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now.
Right. We should try to save them. Cazador's bond forced their hand against us. Can you still force yours? Yeah, can we sleep now? We could try to save them, yeah.
Why bother? They seem to like their torturer now. What does it matter if they end up dead?
Would have leapt at the hope that Cazador might free you. Even if they're misled, they're in danger. Suppose it doesn't matter if they end up dead. A few weeks ago, you would have leapt at the hope that Cazador might free you. Yes.
Everything has changed. What matters now is that I can stand up to Cazador. He will be furious. And he'll be even more furious when I get to that crypt and stop him. For what it's worth, thank you. No matter what happens down there, you helped me stand up against him.
Is he dying to the curse? He's dying to the curse while I'm on a black screen. Heck. Is he dead over there in the corner? Oh no. He made it back to the torch. He gets to live.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah, he said whatever happens down there, thank you. I feel like
Time to press ahead.
maybe he shouldn't thank me in advance because I'm not going to let him ascend. There's no way. I think here's the thing, right? With D&D vampires, they're basically all freaking evil. Even if they were decent people beforehand, once they become a vampire, it's kind of like the whole power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, right? When they become vampires, even good-meaning people with strong willpower eventually turn evil when they become vampires in this universe. There's not really such a thing as a good vampire, at least not in any of the D&D stories or modules or books that I've read. Like, they're all pretty much corrupt to the core. Some of them, right after they turn into a vampire, they might maintain their goodwill, their good nature for a little while, but they get corrupted sooner or later. And that's assuming that it's like a really upstanding, noble individual resisting the corrupting influence of vampire powers. I don't think Astarion is even an upstanding individual. I don't think he's noble and upstanding whatsoever. He's already power hungry as a vampire spawn. So if he ascends to vampire, like, godhood, freaking, I think we'll have just created a monster. It's like, it's bad enough if it's a good guy that becomes a vampire. Eventually they're gonna go bad, but like, he's already pretty, he's already quite questionable. It's just gonna get far worse if he ascends, so I can't let him do it. Oh, Aylin's back in camp. Maybe now we can go see what's wrong with her. Hey, are you,
No one back home will ever believe this.
Are you, like, still you?
Ah, ally mine. We are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aylin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
Something's not right. She's back to looking like her sickly old self again instead of looking like a human. Did it bug out? He had it coming.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aylin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Huh. That's unfortunate. It's like the game just totally disregarded the whole... Something just broke. I don't know what it is, but something broke. Because on the last stream, Aylin, like after she killed the wizard, like her white hair turned brown and her white skin started looking more like human skin instead of like the pale ivory white that she is. It started turning like the same tone as mine, like looking like a normal human again. And then she started like saying she was getting woozy and weak and something was changing and something was wrong and she was going to go back to camp and rest. But now we come here and it just doesn't mention it at all. So I'm pretty sure something just broke. Which makes me kind of sad because I thought there was like some further development to that story, but nope, they just dip out. Oh well. I thought she was gonna like lose her paladin powers or maybe like transform from an Aasimar into a normal human or something. I don't know.
Please provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering.
Okay, well, let's go talk to Mistra.
Will be dealt with swiftly and harshly. All animals must be slain. Failure to do so will
result in a good hiding from
normal citizens strung up to die by the city.
Was I supposed to save these people when I first got to the city and just missed it?
What do we do?
Because if I was supposed to prevent a hanging here, then Kek W, I didn't see it happening. Is this the building? It looks like it.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Mistra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
I'm still carrying that statuette of Saloon from like the very beginning of the game. Idol of Saloon. That's what it is. I'm still carrying this around. Hello.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Are holy items available for purchase? What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Oh, nice. We can actually buy revivify scrolls.
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Ooh. He's got gear for sale, too. I wasn't expecting a vendor. When you heal a creature, it gains the effect of Blade Ward. When you revive a creature, it gains a Death Ward. Comes with Strength Save and Revivify. Okay, not bad. I'd have to double check and see who's wearing what gloves, though. Everybody has, like, really good gloves on that I don't want to part with, except Gale. I could put Revivify on Gale. Oh, it's considered medium armor, so never mind. He can't wear it anyway. What's this cloak? Crusader's Mantle. Crusader Mantle is like an okay-ish spell. An extra 1 to 4 Radiant. Honestly, when we go to do the Strahd quest, this would be an amazing item. Because it would add radiant damage to every attack. And when you have people attacking multiple times per turn, like Jaheira and Crusoe both attack several times in a row, then starting to stack radiant onto each of those swings, like that's going to add up real quick. Especially against enemies that are weak to radiant. The Sacred Star. On a hit, inflict Radiant Orb. Sanctified Weapon. Undead creatures struck by this weapon are possibly turned. +2. Dawn Burst. Deal additional radiant damage equal to proficiency. On a hit, light erupts around you in a 10-foot area, and enemies must succeed a saving throw or be blinded. Wow, this is a very nice mace. However, it's probably not as good as the Blood of Lathander mace that we already have. And some scrolls. Revivify. They're 1,200 a pop. Alright, never mind. You can keep them. I didn't realize they were going to be 1,200. But I'm probably going to buy this. Oh, wait. Let's have Karlach do the shopping.
Greetings. You have come far, I perceive. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Gibbs. Thank you. Actually, I realize in hindsight this is dumb. She won't be able to concentrate on this spell because she's going to be busy casting Sunbeam. If we're fighting vampires, why would I use anything other than Sunbeam? Well, too late. We already bought it. Whatever.
At the ready.
Statue of Mistra. All right, here we go.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You don't owe her as much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up. Don't think she's that kind of goddess. You're ready, bro. You got this.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
First time in your life you've ever been nervous, huh? Know what you're gonna say? Do you know what you're going to say? Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience seems reasonable. Yeah, this is a reasonable time to be nervous.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
You're not going to take me with you? Seek her forgiveness. Might be your only hope. Make her squirm. Tell her the crown will be ours. Don't give anything away. Just find out what she has to say. Shouldn't go to her. Yeah, bring me with you.
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
All right. Don't give anything away. Well, she's omniscient, so I feel like trying to hide anything from her is kind of pointless. But I don't think he should really go, like, begging for forgiveness either. She already commanded him to, like, self-immolate. Oh, just find out what she has to say.
You'd make a fine 3-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Here we go. Here we go. Talking to a god directly.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
He was nicer to her when I sent him in. You probably said something like, seek her forgiveness. I told him, don't give away anything. I think the advice you give him prior to that changes the dialogue somewhat. Because I definitely told him when you go in there, don't give away any... don't give anything away, right? If you tell him, seek her forgiveness, then he's probably more apologetic about the whole situation. That is interesting, though. So now we know what the orb is. The orb is a remnant of when the crown of Karsus was originally forged, with an infinite appetite for magic. And they also made it clear that the only reason we don't have to feed Gale magic items anymore is because she is constantly feeding him, like, magic directly. But she could also stop doing that at any time. Which, ironically, means that he's kind of in the same boat that we all are with the parasites, you know? It's like... the parasite would destroy us, except for the Emperor and using his psionic shield to keep it off of us. In the same sense, the orb would destroy him. So he's basically being kept alive now by two foreign entities, stopping two different forms of death. In other words, he's very screwed.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me.
Gale, I feel like you haven't learned your lesson about seeking power. What are the chances Mistress smites you before you get the chance? Wielding enough power to destroy a city. I'm not sure about all this. I thought the crown had a simple artifact, but the Karsite Weave sounds evil. Yeah, bro, you need to snap out of it.
Evil is a reductive term, too often used to dismiss choices the observer lacks the imagination to understand. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you?
I mean, I would agree you seem to be an upstanding guy in most cases. But I think this pursuit of power is going to cloud your judgment. We're usually inclined to agree on moral matters. That's good enough for me. You're forgetting how you came into possession of the Karsite Weave. Your good intentions could have detonated it. Of course. Yeah, we usually agree. Good enough.
Gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
I hope this doesn't backfire horribly. We'll trust Gale. See, the difference between Gale and Astarion. Astarion wants to ascend to this, like, full vampire state and gain godlike powers, but from what I've seen, Astarion is, like, self-centered, greedy, has no self-control. Gale, on the other hand, generally is pleased when we decide to help people and seems to be more benevolent, but I'm not sure I trust either of them with omnipotent power, you know? But if I had to pick between the two of them, I would obviously choose Gale. But I would rather choose neither, given the option. Okay. Let's see. We need to go to Cazador's. We need to get that Orpheus hammer. Oh yeah, there was a guy making the bombs and putting them in the children's toys. We should probably go murder him. I feel like I need to go around and visit all of these, the murder targets should maybe be next on the list.
Please provide a full inventory of any and all livestock before entering Baldur.
Would you trust yourself with that power? What, if I had the chance to ascend to godhood in real life? Good question. I probably would. Because if I didn't, someone else might. And I wouldn't trust anyone else in that position either.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced.
Is this a punishment?
Yes. I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaise Portier I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me.
What? Okay. Pretend to push him. We have to.
That's not funny. If I fall, I have to start all over.
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul.
Okay.
There's more flaming fists on the street than ever.
Okay, why do we even have this item on us? We don't even have a GIF in the party.
Is that too much to ask?
I just want to get my detect thoughts going again. Okay.
Still attached. You can come back another time if you ain't feeling up to it.
Nah. Let's see what Portier has to say. She claims
Gauntlet Thunder. Man, so her rank is Gauntlet and her real name is Thunder. Imagine having a character named Gauntlet Thunder.
I like the look of you. You can clearly hold your own. Tell me, if you had two wimps who slept through their shifts, what would you do?
Exactly what you're doing. Push them till they collapse. Double their shifts, dock the pay. Let it slide just this once. It looks like you got it under control.
Glad to know I've still got it. Let's see if we're both right.
not turning a blind eye.
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you.
No, but I'm still handy with a hammer and chisel.
I need someone with a little more know-how. Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice, and that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
Bruh. I'm busy literally saving the world. Fix your own windows.
Nothing but scammers.
Your tools were stolen, right? No, you were mugged. Wait, I'm mixing you up with another citizen. I'm terribly sorry. I'll get back to you.
Forgive me, I have the most pounding of headaches. If you have any issues, one of my subordinates will see to you.
This is the same lady that was having like memory plot problems earlier in the game. Level 11 humanoid. She has brave. Oh, she has the halfling trait. That's interesting. I feel like maybe there is something wrong with her. I thought maybe before it was all going on because of the... I thought maybe there was like the hag curse on the mother. But the mother's not even here and this lady's still acting kind of weird.
I'll give it a shot.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear.
Okay. Is that Anver Gortash? I think it is. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to do in this. Let's move on. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Make me a hamburger right now. Oh, hey, it's the Elf Song Tavern. You think we'll find Bex and Dennis in here?
My lungs feel tight. It's happening already.
Oh, calm down, would you?
Blood.
It's all in your head.
No, never mind.
I've a good mind to get the... Oh, gods. Be spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
Sorry, what? Who says? What's going on?
Listen and submit to the Mistress of Disease.
Oh. No.
All the Talons await blessing with open arms. And we pity those who would reject her. I smile as a
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no...
Okay, sorry, never mind. Don't sick your steel watcher on me. Okay, so when we talked to Bex and Danis at the beginning of the game, they asked us to recommend a place once they got to Baldur's Gate, and we recommended Elf Song Tavern. So let's see if they're in here. They should be, hopefully.
Your Eminence.
Oh, wait. I think I see our friends over here. Did our friends make it? Hey, it's Lacrissa!
Why did we need a
Wait, if she's here, that means Alfira's here probably, right? The two of them were pretty inseparable.
Do you address an archduke?
I don't see Alfira.
Your Excellence? Your Eminence?
Hey, where are you going?
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached.
Yes, you can thank me for that. I saved you repeatedly. Are you stealing? What are you doing here? Never pictured you a barmaid. Did she get a job here?
Well, I'd pick this over Moonrise, as delightful as that was. Alan is short on coppers. The counting house is screwing him over.
Oh.
He was willing to hire anyone who'd work for cheap. And I'm nothing if not cheap.
Giggity? Okay. Missed you. Good to see you. Less talking, more working. Yeah, where's Alfira? The two of you are usually together. I was wondering about that. You are priceless. Don't sell yourself short.
You are smooth, hero. I knew there was a reason I missed you.
Yeah.
I need to get back to work, but stick around. You brighten the place up.
See, I'm just pouring on the charm. Wait, hold on. Are you a vendor? It said something about items.
What can I get you? Make it as easy as possible and leave a big tip. Thanks.
What do you have for sale? Just food from the look of it? Here, I'll buy that. I'll buy the big box of food. Why not?
Enjoy.
Okay, and where's Alfira? I swear if she got, like, kidnapped again...
Heading to the roof. Saw you right. What can I get you? Make it as easy as possible. Check the roof. But you didn't hear that from me.
Okay. That's not suspicious at all. What's wrong? Why? I feel like something has gone horribly wrong. There's guards here posted by the roof. Hello.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages.
Oh, Devella. We were looking for her.
Some diversion would be welcome.
Yeah, I'm actually here to talk to Devella. That's part of a totally separate quest that I forgot about, but yes, I need to do that too.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Nice. Well, I mean, luckily, I don't actually care about her mood. I'm here to see Alfira. I guess we'll do the murder mystery quest while we're here.
Stelmane's Parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
What is going on? It was the who was it? Oh, right, the dead monk, Father Lorgan or whatever his name was. We were doing that murder mystery, and it turns out he was murdered by like a Baal cultist. But the investigator who was working on it, named Valeria, was super lazy and disinterested and was just looking to blame someone and close the case as quickly as possible. Didn't actually seem to care about finding the person responsible. But we were stubborn about it, and we kept bringing clues and saying, well, what about this and what about that? And the investigator eventually got tired of it and decided to brush us off and sent us to talk to her assistant instead, which is Devella, who should be up here somewhere. So that's where we're at. Basically, the detective didn't want to deal with it, so we're here to talk to the detective's assistant. Of course, I just came up here looking for Alfira, but we also have this murder mystery thing going on at the same time.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through.
Why is Karlak in the lead?
You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
I don't know why I'd put Karlak up front, but I mean, Karlak has decent charisma since we respect her into a sorceress, so she can do the talking, I suppose. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting. You know, whenever we interact with the fist, we get unique fighter dial. When was my last save? I really wanted Crusoe to do this conversation. Ugh. Bruh. Alright. Guess I'll just quick save it. Wait for it to save. Can I just leave?
Be quick about it too.
Okay. Can we
what to do?
Restart the conversation with a different character now, hopefully?
Very well.
Can't grasp it.
There we go.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Okay. No change to this stuff. Why are you so angry? No, Valeria sent us.
To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Oh, so you're working on a totally separate murder mystery than what I'm working on. That's awkward. Tell her about the murder list. Was it a ball cultist? Yeah, was it a ball cultist by chance?
Ball? That's exactly what I... Wait. How do you know about that?
Why doesn't it have the option now to tell her? I was just fear-mongering for fun. Never mind me. How do you know? Well, now this is the part where I would say, because I found this list, but it doesn't let me, so I guess we say this?
It's becoming something of an obsession of mine. You see, these murders have been cropping up all over the city. They're always the same. Victim paralyzed by poison. Absolutist symbols scrawled on the floor in blood. Hand removed pre-mortem. The symbol's the bit that bothers most. You use poison when you want to get away with murder. So why leave a symbol at the scene of the crime? Doesn't make any sense. And the removal of the hand pre-mortem. The unnecessary brutality of it. It's got to be connected to Baal. It's just got to be. Now your turn. What do you know about this?
Wait, what the? It's forcing me into a deception roll? It's very broken. This face. What is this? Quit looking at me like that. Where's the tell the truth option?
Ah, another skeptic. You should consider joining the Fist. You'll find plenty of like-minded folks. No, if you don't mind, I've work to do. I thought I made myself very clear, civilian. Move along.
Sure I can't help?
Sure as the stench of an ogre's latrine. Get lost.
So it's just, okay, it's broken. We have to load the safe. It's just broken. If you ask the question at the beginning, then it removes the ability to simply tell her the truth. That's very weird and very buggy. No, I don't think I chose the wrong option. I think it's just broken. There's no reason that I wouldn't be able to ask her a question first and then tell her the truth. The option to, like, show her the evidence just disappeared and never came back, which is very just... It's broken. It's either broken or poorly designed, one of the two. Hello.
You.
Hello. Hi.
Unless you've got useful information,
just take this
leave
thing.
me to my work.
Take this thing before the conversation gets derailed.
I've got... God. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts.
Okay.
I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed, and to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
I feel like Chihiro would love to hear this. Any idea who it is? You're not wrong. Oh yeah, that's right. I did fight the cult in the sewers.
No doubt you found a trail of bodies in their wake. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
Okay. Yeah, what about the victims that are on the list and still alive?
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
So let me get this straight. We got a list of people that are going to be murdered, but you're going to go warn the rich ones first. All right, fair enough. See what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarch, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Okay. I love having my party reordered after every cutscene.
Never a dull moment. With haste.
Okay, so can we look around the crime scene? Signet ring.
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
I didn't think it was gonna pick it up. It has the like the activate icon.
How's your shift going?
A rich arsehole sent his drink back 3 times. So I spat in his last one. He said it was delicious.
Who's talking? Is that Lacrissa talking? Okay. Deceased, Duke Stelmane. Location, private room upstairs. Cause of death, blood loss. Observations, ritual killing, right hand missing. Oh! Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, Stelmane was...
I picked up some extra ships.
Was Emperor's friend.
To do that? I know. I wanted to. You just focus on your music.
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
So where is she on the roof? Up here? Oh, there we go. Hello. Hey, there she is. Hello. I heard you talking about spitting in drinks. How's that going? What just got spotted? Something just something just got spotted by the perception check and I can't see what it is, and that's gonna drive me insane.
Ah, you found my hiding spot. Not a word to Alan. He doesn't believe in things like breaks. Or eating.
Lacrissa, I'd be more than happy to help you out at work. I could...
No, focus on your music. Besides, I'll be living a life of luxury when your school takes off.
Two are cute. If you need help, say the word. Get back to... Why is this even here? Why does the game allow you to be just the worst douchebag on the planet in every conversation? Freaking the level of a-hole you can be in this game is unreal. How can I help?
No need. I'm looking after my girl Alfira. Isn't that right, sweetie pie?
Lacrissa!
All right. The hero and I will stop teasing. For now. A rich arsehole sent his drink back 3 times.
I'll never get tired of this view.
Same here.
Okay, that was an awkwardly long stare. Alright, that's weird. I guess there's no interaction to be had up here. You know you want to. Okay, could anybody see where that perception roll was hitting? It said perception roll succeeded, like we spotted something up here, but I just don't see whatever it is.
Myself.
Can I have that, please, sir?
Of course, love. And please don't call me sir. I'm barely even a chef.
Thank you.
Shut them.
Shut them up. I don't think it was up here. There doesn't seem to be anything here.
I'm tired.
Okay, let's head back down. I kind of figured our reunion with Alfira would have more dialogue to it than that. She doesn't really have a whole lot to say. Okay, now let's see if we can actually rent this room. It'd be nicer than sleeping in a horse barn like we've been doing for the entire playthrough.
He said it was delicious.
Hello, sir.
Address an Archduke. Your Excellence? Your Eminence? Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is.
Yeah, place seems to look pretty busy.
With all this talk of war, what else the folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self?
Yeah, yeah, let's talk about murder.
Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope.
Looking for a place to stay.
I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
You just said that a murder and ghost stories would draw attention because people love that stuff. And now, like in the very next sentence, you're telling me no one wants to rent the room up there because they're scared of the killer and ghosts? Which one is it, man? You can't have it both ways. I'll take it.
Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Hey, if you don't like it, leave. All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Welcome back. What can I do you for?
What's for trade?
It's been slim picking since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look.
Food. I'll have a mushroom soup.
Fill your boots, mate.
Oh yeah, actually, while I'm here.
Welcome back. What can I do you for? It's been slim picking since the
Would you like to go ahead and just buy all this?
convoy. But have a look.
There, a bunch of swords and axes and crap. Insufficient gold.
Fill your boots, mate.
Yeah, you want some crap, my dude? Here, have a massive ton of crap.
That will fit in my pack.
Now the question is, chat, is it worth talking to all the NPCs in here?
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the Flaming Fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Believe me, I know something about knocking heads together.
Your Excellency, Your Eminence.
From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it.
Well, I'm sure they would stop him if they knew who it was. Investigation is not their strong suit.
You don't need subtlety to sort these matters out, just persistence. That's what I told Commander Portier, anyway.
How would you deal with it?
I'd start a special crime unit. A half-dozen hard cases. Grab some likely losers in the back alleys and beat on them until we got some answers. Commander Portier says she already has some investigators she trusts. Soft-talking namby-pambies, I'd wager. But when they fail, and they will, count on it, she knows where to find Dame Gizarm. Then, it'll be my turn.
It'll be your turn to beat random people in the back alley until they tell you a name. They'll just make up a name because they're tired of getting beat.
See Alan at the bar for drinks. I'm busier than a two-pecker go.
I'm sorry, you're wait, you're what?
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the Flaming Fists with Steel Watchers. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
Lewdness? No, nonsense. There's no lewdness in this game. This is a wholesome game.
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the Absolute Army's plan.
Ugh, refugees. What could possibly be worse?
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the Absolute crawling up our asses.
You
talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
No. If you're gonna be a knight, you continue beating people up. That's what it's all about. Someone need a good beating.
I'm supposed to bust up this guy what owes money to Uktar of the Guild, but Gerva says if I want to join her order, that's a no-go. But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
He wants to join an Order of Helm. It sounds to me like you gotta give up the knee breaking. He's already been paid for the task. He's gotta follow through on it. Give me the money Uktar paid you. Didn't we kill Uktar? He was down there in the Thieves Guild. Or no, Uktar, he's the one that was trying to buy the vault keys off of us. I think he survived the showdown between the Zentarum and the guild. Pretty sure he was one of the people that the Zentarum left alive, so he's probably down there, still in business after all that. Yeah, if he's already been paid, I mean, you gotta do it, right? No, I think if you're gonna join an order of holy knights, you probably got to stop breaking kneecaps.
You know that's right, Stug. If Uktar sends someone after you, I'll back you up. And so will the rest of the knights.
You say that now, but you haven't met Uktar's enforcer, Elliot. No, you're right. I'm sick of the whole business. If Elliot comes looking for me, we'll find a way to deal with him.
I never saw this Elliot guy while I was down there.
Table 14 want their eggs now.
I need a quick word.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume I used to know everybody around town, but now I'm a new man.
Are you okay, buddy? You don't sound okay.
Messed up is what I was before. I was a playwright who lost the will to create. Now I see just how little that matters.
Do you address an Archduke? Your Excellence? Your Eminence?
City's got noisy.
Going to die.
How's your shift?
A rich arsehole.
I don't think I have the patience to run around and talk to every single NPC chat. Maybe just the ones that look interesting. Hello, you might as well have an exclamation point over your head.
Pardon me, sir. You look prosperous. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewelry at discount price for a good cause.
What's the cause?
Escape. Escape from Baldur's Gate for my husband and me. Lord Gortash wants Marek's head, so we have to get out. There's a smuggler's sloop leaving for Waterdeep with 2 berths left. But the captain wants a fortune for him. This necklace is all I have.
This reeks of scam, chat. Are we getting scammed? I'll buy your necklace, keep your jewelry, here's for your troubles. Situation here is about to turn around. You should probably stay. Can't help you, but your Gortash problem may work itself out. Yeah, you should stick around for a little bit.
You think so? I wish I shared your optimism, but I can't. For Marek's sake. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. I wonder if she would have given us something. I mean, we would have bought the locket. I wonder if the locket is like a decent piece of gear. It's just, it sounds like a scam. It's like, oh man, my mom won't let me go home until I sell this last whatever, you know? When the freaking Boy Scouts or whoever knock on your door trying to sell you something. Oh, I just have to sell this one whatever.
What'd you get? Furry chunkers.
Chunkers. Wait, cat? Cat.
Look, Tambourine, a servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Rats, huh? What, down in the basement? Oh, it's a pair of cats. Hello, other cat.
Hello, servant ape. Would you kill those rats, please? Their presence vexes me.
I love that the one trait that every cat in the game has in common.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
The one thing that every cat has in common is that they all call you a servant.
At your command.
Why so much business? Customers know there's a war on.
Lovely day, this. No.
I never tried this before. Can I use Speak with Animals to talk to Gale's cat? No, it doesn't have a personality. Okay.
One day I'll catch a break.
I always wondered if you could like summon an animal and then talk to it.
Playing with cats, especially lazy lumpston.
Oh my crap. What the? Excuse me? Bruh. This is more than just a minor rat problem. It's a complete infestation. Wait, Gale got all of his spell slots back even though I chose to rest without eating any food. Maybe it's because of the... Maybe it's because of the fight with the vampires. The game gave me a free heal. Do you think summoning a level 4 wall of fire would be overkill? All this alcohol is combustible. I feel like the game is trying to debate me into throwing a fireball. I'm not gonna fall for it.
Onward.
I got this.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, wait, did I just summon a bunch more?
Well, so much for peace.
Oh my crap. There's so many of them. They bit my cat. The mouse smiled brightly. He'd outfoxed the cat. And then down came the claw.
What fools these mortals be.
Stop freaking bugging all over the screen. Oh my goodness. This is one thing I really hope they patch. The freaking... This. Just put the circle where my cursor is. Okay, what if he goes... up on top of something? I'm just feeling lazy. Oops. I was trying to do this without blowing up any of the barrels, but oh well.
Smell blood.
Never a dull moment. With haste.
I probably took more damage from that one friendly fire hit with the fireball than I would have taken from 10 rounds of letting these things hit me.
Victory is assured. Won't know what hit him.
Bonk.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks.
Oh, the wine racks that I just blew up. Keepsake ring.
Don't waste a step.
For some reason I'm having trouble highlighting it. Dominate Beast. Wow, a ring with a level 5 spell slot on it, huh? Just laying around. Or is that implying that somebody is controlling these things and making them all come here with that ring?
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
Ah, Thieves' Cant. Interesting. I don't think we've seen Thieves' Cant at all so far in the game. Thieves' Cant is a passive that rogues get that allows them to spot hidden markings and messages left for criminals. It sounds like that's what they're referencing up there.
Let's see what this does.
Why'd they run all the way around instead of walking through this opening?
What's that?
Oops, I just misclicked and now I have a whole... Oh, here we go. Oh, what do we got through here? Yeah, Spirit Guardians would have been great, or Cloud of Daggers or something similar. Unfortunately, I traded out a lot of my low-level...
Psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
Ooh, really? Are the Gith down there? A lot of my low-level control spells I don't have equipped anymore, so... I don't have stuff like Cloud of Daggers and Entangle that would have been good for clearing all the rats.
Get rid of them, quickly.
We will be ready. In the meantime, tear every brick out if you have to. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
Interesting. Hello, Githyanki. I have come here to say hello.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The traitor who would steal from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude?
Promise of defeating the Elder Brain. There's no servitude. He is my ally. You know about that. Let's see. Promise of defeating an Elder Brain.
And you would trust an illithid to do such a thing? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
You know, I was hoping you'd say that. You should know the Emperor is not the only occupant. Oh, we could tell them about Orpheus. Interesting. I'd give it to you freely if it were possible to do so. I have fought stronger, faster, and more accomplished warriors than you. You cannot win. This is some interesting options here, chat. We already know that we can't give the prism away. The prism kind of chooses its own owner. But we do have the option to, like, tell them that Orpheus is in there. I want to see what happens. What if we do this?
What are you doing?
Oh, whoops.
My dear child, I already know all there is to know. I will liberate you from your puppet master, Chamazala Vlakith!
Okay, well. Looks like they are not having it. Paladin, Sonic Ward, Sonic Ward. There's a bunch of them. Looks like a couple of them are low level, and then there's like a couple of very dangerous ones. Yeah, Emperor did not like it when I started telling them what was up.
Not pinned down just yet.
Parried. Interesting. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is a nice little... Nice little cozy spot to hit 3 of them with a wall of fire.
Now this is my happy place.
And this is my twin spell. Haste. The old haste and run away trick.
For the queen!
Hold person. Absolutely not. Denied. Blindness? Absolutely not. G9. Alrighty then, it's my turn. I guess we'll go ahead and start with you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. She's finally down. 5, 6, 7. 7. Ah, there it goes. 8. Unfortunately, I can't one-shot this last one, so we'll just take that 9th swing. Bonk. There we go. Oh yeah, great weapon master bonus. 10 swings. Bonk. And my turn. All right, now Jaheira's turn. Here we go. Ready? 1. 2. 3.
Do you know, I think we have given offense. Oak Father, ease my way.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. She has a 10th attack, but she'd have to be in melee range to do it, so.
Dice roll in my favor.
All right, that was a nice turn. Nothing like dropping 18 attacks between the two of us. Now we just gotta toast this last guy.
Tactical.
Tactical. Wait, I'm sorry. Are more of them? Are they all? Are you all coming through a portal? Okay, hold on. Jump. Hello. Sorry, I was down there, but now I'm up here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the fight's over.
Is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon.
Bonk.
Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Level 11 fighters are busted. Level 11 fighters are busted, especially if you have one that is melee and one that is ranged, and you have a sorcerer casting haste on both of them. The real juice is, the last piece of the puzzle there is Karlach hastes both of us, but then Gale paralyzes the enemy with like a hex of some sort, so that while they're paralyzed, every attack is guaranteed to crit. Then you walk up and you crit them 10 times in a row. Can I interest you in 700 damage in one turn? Ooh. Boots of psionic movement. When a Githyanki casts fly, their next weapon attack deals an additional 1 to 4 Githborn flying boots. The ability to fly upon yourself. Wow, so this is basically the item winged boots, but with additional damage and a restriction to Githyanki only. I do wonder how busted Lae'zel could be if we put all of these Githyanki only items on her. For knights only, do not distribute. Buried behind the counting house near the path to Baldur's Gate. Interesting. Okay, chat. I gotta use the restroom real quick, so bear with me. We'll finish searching this place in a second. Here, while you're listening or while you're waiting, I'll keep you entertained with some tunes. I got you. Oh, sorry. Were we dancing on corpses, chat? My bad. All right, I'm back.
Let's get going.
Okay, let's see what we missed. Anything else on these guys?
How much farther can I go?
Yeah, who was it in chat that said, "Oh, this was a fun fight"? Listen, I'm sorry. I did dirty things to them. Let's go pick up what they've got. Hello.
What's in here?
Yeah, I wonder if we were to make like a whole set of this Gith Yankee armor stuff, how strong it would be. Arrow of many targets. Okay. An oat breaker? What is an oat breaker? Is that for feeding horses? Oh, Arundel already made that joke. Feels bad. Feels bad. Frost Kiss Ale.
More for me.
Who is sleeping? A good question. Is someone snoring? What is causing that? Is that Jaheira?
Nature's servant awaits.
No, it's not. I'm gonna say Jaheira has an item that's giving her like a...
Let's move.
Wait, is it me? Is it... I have speak with animals, see invis, and detect thoughts going. Is it one of those?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Yeah, I don't know what's making that sound. It's like heavy breathing, almost like snoring or something. Silver key. Yoink.
A bag of holding.
Ooh. A book from Gortash. What does this say? 9 fingers. Here follows a report on the inroads of upstart smuggler Enver Gortash. Making on the illicit arms trade in the Kyanthar Valley, though inroads badly understates the case. Annexation. Former black market leaders, Knights of the Shield, and Zentarum have largely been supplanted by Gortash. Illegal arms have never been a major component of the guild's business, but given his apparent ambitions, it would be unwise to assume that Gortash will stop there. Ooh. That book was written by Uktar of all people. Okay. I'm sorry, is the entrance we're supposed to be looking for down here? He said he would tell us when we got close. I assumed it was in this room.
What's that? What's that?
A button.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you.
Didn't you say you'd point it out when I got close? He didn't point it out. I had to look around and find it.
Something over there.
Recipe for soup.
recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I have mood of meals like that. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
Right, yeah, you do still eat brains, huh? Don't you, bud?
That's curious.
The chains I use to bind my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
Wait a minute, hold on. Tried to exercise morality where I could. Wait a minute.
Something over there.
Sword of the Emperor. Ooh, that looks pretty neat. Hang on, we'll go back and check that in a sec. Before I forget, he just mentioned trying to exercise morality when I could. Where we just looked at a book that said... Oh, where was it? It was called like The Decline of Morality and Why It's Okay or something like that. I already lost track of it mentally. I was just looking at it a second ago. There's something laying around. It said like, on the decline of morality and why that's okay or something like that.
My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
It's yours if you want it. We claimed a valuable weapon from the Emperor's old hideout, but there may be even more to explore. That's weird because it says quest complete, but the text here indicates that there's more to it. Oh, here it is. Sword of the Emperor. This weapon deals an additional 1d4 against shapeshifters or polymorphed creatures. Wielder has a +2 to saving throws against spells. Ooh, that is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. That's a valuable item. That is not better than my hammer, though.
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. My old wardrobe.
Oh,
the home of all my disguises.
Oh my
We
crap.
are what we appear to be. And so appearances matter.
Cerebral Citadel armor. Can't be frightened. If the wearer is infested by a Mind Flayer tadpole, they gain a +1 to int, wisdom, and charisma saves. Disadvantage on stealth checks. Oh man, that's kind of spicy. +1 to int, wisdom, and charisma. There's a lot of like +1 gear to like a specific skill or a specific save, which I find to be somewhat limiting. Charm or frighten a creature to gain a 1d4 bonus to attacks and saves, +1 strength saves. I mean, we got to try it on, right? We got to try on the Mind Flayer costume. Yeah, he said that was his first purchase and it was a +2 enchanted longsword. That's not a first purchase. That's like a pretty deep into your career kind of a purchase. That is pretty funny, Chad. We have the Mind Flayer armor on. How would we look if we weren't covered in blood? Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Let me do it this way.
Wow. So that was Mistra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine. Go on.
There we go. I was just talking to her so the camera would turn over here and I could admire this Mind Flayer armor. Huh. Are you happy?
If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy?
Very much so, yes.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right. Give me a
I was
smooch.
hoping you'd say
Come here.
that.
Come here. Mwah.
It's a good old life, isn't it?
Yeah. It's gonna be a nice long one and nothing horrible is gonna happen to you anytime soon. The game is definitely not, like, building you up as a likable person so that it can ruthlessly kill you right in front of me. Hey, where did my good hammer go? It's like... Oh, I'm looking for the glow and it doesn't glow on the menu. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing terrible is gonna happen. Naturally.
That's curious.
There she is, in all her glory. Duke Belin Stelmane, my old partner.
Bum. Notes on Mind Flayer anatomy. Insights gleaned from research. Mind flayers must consume the brains in order to stay alive. It said the act of devouring a humanoid brain results in a state of euphoria and contributes to the thin glaze of mucus that coats a mind flayer's skin. Some researchers go so far as to claim that it's possible to deduce how recently another mind flayer fed, and indeed the health of its victim, from the viscosity of that mucus. Yuck! Okay. Little is known about what a mind flayer's brain contains. Some have argued that their skulls are filled with eggs that will later become the tadpoles with which they... Wait, they have eggs from their head? With which they enthrall their victims. Others propose the brain is in fact a cluster of pure cerebral nerves. As mind flayers procreate by tadpoling humanoids, they technically have no need of genitals, but I've been unable to verify this in the absence of any written record. Thank goodness for that. Could have sworn it's... Could have sworn I just showed something up there. Chat, I could have sworn it like there was an item highlighted up there for a second.
Still alive, so that's progress.
The fork? It looked like there was something up there. Alright, whatever. What do we got in here? Oh, we already took that. Okay. Guess we're done in here. Dog collar?
Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, and yet full.
Indeed. Poor doggo. Poor doggo. Where did it even go when I picked it up? Wait, it equipped it? No, take that take that off. It won't come off. Okay, there we go. Wait, where'd my necklace go? Where'd my necklace go, and why would the game assume I want to replace my necklace with a freaking dog collar? Put that on. See what's down here. Oh, you're right. It changed my ring too. Why is it changing out all my gear? Okay. Okay, give me all your gold.
What's on your mind?
Invasion plans, invasion plans. Patient log for Duke Stelmane. Journal stamped with the seal of Duke Stelmane. Appears to be an attendance log. I can't explain the relapse. Duke lacks appetite, awareness, or interest in anything. Occasionally asks after visitors, which I suspect might be the cause of her current condition. Duke used to receive visitors in private every day. Oh, used to receive visitors. So it's talking about Emperor. Always hooded and cloaked, always shown in and left to attend Duke privately. No luck in finding. Oddly enough, can't recall visitors' gender or even stature. Could be half-orc or halfling for all I know. Hoping for their return, visit appeared to ease the Duke's mind and body greatly. That doesn't sound good. It sounds like Emperor was actually keeping the Duke, like, in a state of being enthralled or something. A thorough account of how best to protect your mind from illithid manipulation and subsequent domination. When dealing with mind flayers, remember it's in their nature to assess utility, strength, and weakness of those around them, and to manipulate in order to get what they want. The best countermeasure you can take against a mind flayer is to avoid it. Any attempts to outsmart it will fail. If that is not an option, then there are 3 things to remember. Pay attention to its actions, not words. Where mind flayers are concerned, actions speak louder than words, especially words that are tailor-spoken to fit their manipulative agenda. Strengthen your relationship with others. Greatest thing you can do is to have many strong allies. Trust in those you know you can trust and build your relationships with them. They're the ones who have your back when you need it. Even mind flayers have wants and desires. The only circumstances in which a relationship with a mind flayer may be beneficial to you is if you both want exactly the same thing. In the unlikely case that this is true, bear in mind that once you have outlived your purpose to a mind flayer, it will have no use for you. This doesn't bode well. This info that we're finding kind of implies that the Emperor was keeping Duke Stelmane, like, in a state of being enthralled. Because the only time she was calm is, like, when he was around. And other than that, she had no appetite, couldn't focus, and stuff like that. And then when his use for her ran out, potentially maybe he killed her.
looks empty.
Okay. And what's in here? Wait, was I not? Was I not close to here earlier?
What now?
I think I hopped down from one of these walls. I ran right through this room, but I randomly decided to take a right instead of a left, so I missed that whole Elf Song Tavern area. I suppose whether I did it then or now makes no difference, but yeah, we came through here already. Deepside Prison. Chad, did you ever notice that like every prison in this game,
What's that?
they lock you in a cell, and that cell immediately leads you to the sewer?
I'm way too big.
Where is Heapside? I see. So if you were imprisoned here, you could either bash through the wall or go through this little pipe. Okay. I guess that's only there in case you get sent to prison and you need a way out. Rustic V2, thank you for the 38 months. Welcome back. Appreciate that resub. Vulpus Dopes, thanks for the 64 months. Welcome back. Defiant Jace, thank you for the 34 months. Uprock, thank you for the 52. Simic Necromancer, thanks for the 42. Chaos Maxima, Love Guru, thank you all for the resubs. Appreciate it, everybody. Okay, I wonder, I guess that's it. I wonder if there's anything else we were supposed to do with, I wonder if there was anything else we were supposed to do with Emperor's old hideout.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah, I guess that's everything down here.
My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. Otherwise, it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still.
So, I mean, we get the Emperor's old sword, which was decent. We get a bunch of other little lore tidbits. I feel like the biggest thing we found down here, though, was the book telling us that the Mind Flayer... I mean, the real eye-opener there was to learn that the Mind Flayers get a euphoric sensation from eating other people's brains. Like, they deeply enjoy it, apparently.
Anything of use?
And we also learned that once you are no longer useful to them, they dispose of you, which just causes me to trust the Emperor even less. Like, that book is pretty damning. Okay. I think I'm going to save it here, chat. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I know a bit of a shorter stream. On Sundays, I'm usually busy doing other stuff. And also running our, you know, participating in our tabletop D&D campaign and all that. And lack of sleep and other things. It's already 1 in the morning. I know it's a bit of a short one tonight. Emperor's notes. And Mistra. I'm making a note of what we did so that tomorrow I can recap it properly for people who weren't here to see it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a little bit early tonight, chat. I'm very sleepy. I don't know if I was... I don't know if you were picking up on it. I don't know how obvious it was, but there were some parts where, like, even during the fight, I was kind of like zoning out and clicking random things as my brain was starting to turn off because I'm very tired. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it there rather than keep pushing myself through that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back on a bit earlier tomorrow, and we can hopefully hit it with a full-size stream tomorrow, all right? Thanks again. Have a good night, everybody.